We are with a very special guest on ReW WhO. It is HooP, and HooP is the CEO of Guitars Not Guns New York, and an amazing musician himself. And I know you're here, you usually have a reason. What's your reason today, HooP?
Oh, I had to brag about my son.
Aww, that's nice.
Because they had, Wes Anderson had his premiere party at his restaurant in Berlin. So he sent a ticket over for me to come. So I had dinner and was talking, hanging around with Ed Norton, Jeff Goldblum,
The Fly. He played the remake of The Fly, right?
and little Willem Dafoe, who's like stands about this
like my height?
He's very, yeah, he's such a, yeah, really.
He seems large in film.
But there were 35 in the whole, and what?
And next to Jeff Goldblum, that must have been like, that must have been that
Bill Murray didn't show
leprechaun.
up because I found from one of the other directors that he sort of has an attitude about what Wes Anderson's get-togethers.
Oh, really?
Well, Wes Anderson always puts on these parties for people. But my son had it at his restaurant.
And what's the name of the movie?
The Grand Budapest Hotel comes out in March.
Ah.
Yeah, so I got to hang around with some of the other directors, unit directors and stuff, and just hang out.
Well, Wes Anderson's no little spit in the bucket kid. He's like, everybody's like.
So it was cool. But what was nice was Wes Anderson.
Well, what did he serve? What kind of food?
Oh, so, well, my son wanted to know what he would want. So my son says, what would you like? I have hors d'oeuvres, I have pheasant and this and something else. It's pheasant, yeah, make that for the main course. So my son had to get enough pheasant for 35 people.
Why is pheasant usually a little dish?
Yeah, well, it's not, pheasants are too big birds. You know,
I don't know.
The rest was vegetarian for the other people. Ed Norton's wife is a strict vegetarian.
Good for her.
But they were happy. But what was cool was all the other people that were at the restaurant that evening were just normal guests. So when people were sitting around eating, all of a sudden they see all these actors come in and sit down and they're just like, and then outside, I wasn't even allowed to take my camera. I had to say, no, I won't take pictures.
You have to raise your hand and say that?
My son says, if you want to even get in the restaurant, nobody can have.
Sworn to secrecy.
But outside was cool. Around 11:30, when they were walking outside, there was just flashes all over from.
Oh, there were paparazzi?
Oh, yeah.
So they all knew?
Yeah, they all knew, and the next day.
They got the memo.
They got the memo, and everybody knew it was, and they put the restaurant on.
What's the name of the restaurant?
Das Lokal.
And it's in Berlin?
Yeah.
And when did your son go there to open this?
Well, my son in 2002, he went to Berlin to do music. He's a jazz musician. So when he wasn't working, he would get a job washing dishes, or working in the kitchen.
Go figure.
Or saying he could cook.
I keep hearing more and more lie on your resume.
And then he started learning to speak the language and write in the language. And one time when I was there, he brings me over every couple of years and we'll play together. My papa's coming over, can I play in your jazz club, even though he's playing folky music? And they'll say, oh, you're bringing your papa. Sure, that's fine. So it's a big deal, and they like to hear what I play country, I play mix of originals. So it's fun. But he had to keep working, because he's not always working as a musician. And a gal he was working with at a restaurant where he was cooking said, I have an opportunity to use a broken down restaurant to do catering. So I want you to take a look at it. So he goes and takes a look at it and he says, why don't we just open up a restaurant?
Wow, and now it's the hot spot in Berlin?
Well, it was a hot spot until the architecture firm that owned the building was going to raise the building. So after they got going, they got very popular. And so they found another place not too far away and was able to get some money, not much, but they got this new place.
So how did Wes Anderson hear about it?
The German director Wenders.
Yeah.
He comes in. He has right down the street because all the buildings in East Berlin. Well, this is like East Berlin. They're not higher than 6 stories up. They don't have high rises. Yeah.
So East Berlin.
So he has this place where he built on top of this building, and then he was looking for a place to eat one day, and he just happened to walk in. And loved the food, and he started bringing people in, actors, because the film festival in Berlin is every February. And my son just keeps getting people to come in. He said, oh gosh, what's the guy, the brothers, Sea Hunt, what's the...
Bridges.
Oh, Bridges.
The Bridges, yeah. Jeff Bridges has been in there.
And Bo.
Yeah, not Bo, but Jeff Bridges has been in
Okay.
there. Yeah, and then, oh yeah, and there's the time that I made meatloaf at the White Trash. There's a place in Berlin called the White Trash.
Oh, that's cute.
I spent 5 years with Meatloaf.
Well, I made
I was a hamburger
And you didn't
helper.
need him, right?
So,
I met him. He was best man at my marriage.
oh really?
Yeah, he signed my wedding certificate. My wedding certificate signed Meatloaf. You can't make this stuff up.
No.
Is that legal? Yes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Well, it's like her trying to, we went to the NAMM.
We did go to NAMM in
And
LA.
she says, ReW, it was ReW Star.
I just want ReW, but
Anyway, they were giving her a hard time. She said, well, you can't just have that on. You have to have, you have to have your name on there. She said, no, this is official. This is what I'm supposed to use. Except that they still screwed it up.
But they did it right.
Yeah, they did it right.
They did.
Anyway, yeah, you can be officially use the name.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm thinking of going to change my Gary Hoopengardner
To
to
who?
just Hoop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should.
You
You
just
are
get a
who?
DBA and that's it. You're away.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to just talk about that for a minute. But Guitar Nut Guns is doing great, but I'm always looking for volunteers.
And what does a volunteer mean? Because somebody might not know. What is Guitars Not Guns?
Well, Guitars Not Guns is a national organization, and what we do is give free guitars and free lessons to kids at risk.
So if you want to give that guitar to Guitars
Just gotta
Not
buy or...
Oh, good for you. All right, there you go. That's good.
I'll think about it.
So anyway, and we are working right now in New York with the PAL, Police Athletic League. And I just realized, they told me the other day that there's 19 PALs all over the place.
In New York?
Yes. And then they said, can you...
Go to all of them? Oh my
I
God.
don't have a volunteer. I can get the guitar.
We need an army of guitar people.
I need people who are living in those areas that
Right.
can give like 2 hours a week. But the timings.
2 hours a week, but on the same day.
Well,
it's one day.
It's going to be
2
one
hours.
day, like a Friday from 4 to 6.
Yeah.
That's when the kids come from
So it's
school.
not like 2 days. It's one day
2 hours.
to volunteer your time, either as a guitar teacher or as just a grown-up in the room.
Yeah, to be a mentor, because when you got a room of like 10 or 12 10-year-old kids,
You need 2 people
girls
at
and
least.
boys, their attention span.
With the guitar, El Cabongo, who
Yeah.
remembers him? Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, it's a lot of fun.
It
The kids get off on it, and they're learning. I mean, I got kids playing Hoochie Coochie Man now. Because they like to answer, because they'll do bum 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 bum, and then I'll just answer them. So they get the thing going.
That's
and then
great.
They'll start trying to sing along, and then they're doing other songs, like Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. They like that one, because it's a nice story.
It's
to tell.
easy.
Yeah. So, I need volunteers.
Yeah, we need guitar mentors
Yeah.
for little kids to keep them off the street and having fun with them. And they get a guitar.
The guitars are given to the kids, they keep them. I don't care after 8 weeks if they don't
And
want
then they
to.
get the lessons. It's a
But
great, it's great.
Lessons or follow-up, then the kids...
And this is exactly what we're talking about, changing the world one kid at a time. Did I say it right?
Yeah, that's it,
Finally.
yes.
Oh my God.
And the way is guitar, and the power is music.
I used to mess it up, but yeah. And that's great. And Guitars Not Guns is who took us to NAMM.
Yes. ReW and I went to NAMM and hung out with other Guitar Not Guns people and interviewed a lot of people out
Yeah,
there.
it was pretty
fun,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me of one more thing. I need a song.
Okay.
And I heard that you said that you possibly write something with ReW. Because if there'd be anybody you
Why not?
might write a song with, so that would be something that we could bring your attention to. Something. I mean, I don't need the song to say, "Well, where's your song here yet?" No, we don't care about you. Keep the money. We need something people will hear and they'll say,
That's the Guitar Not Guns song.
"Yeah, that would be a cool thing."
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah.
That would be the thing to do.
Fiddle about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's about it.
Because we use the song now, a little bit that you wrote for ReW WhO.
Oh yeah. Oh, that song. What?
I love it.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. I just licensed that. That's released in Cleveland March 11th. I'm going there. I'll be
The
on
Ruin Who song?
that thing I did. Da, 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 do, 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 do. That's
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's a song I wrote years ago, but Tracy Marie from Cleveland just licensed, did the mechanical license thing. So I'm going there in March 11th. I'll be on the Fox Morning Show with the
Good for
original
you.
guys. We did that
Look at
live.
that. Never give up your dreams.
We
Look.
did that live on an NPR show, and then that was in 2003. And then she's putting out
Which
this.
sounds 5 minutes ago,
Yeah.
truthfully,
But
but.
she's putting out this other CD, and she usually does all of her own stuff. but
Hey, when
she's-
people say 2000 anything,
I
it
know.
doesn't sound like it's like, yeah, so.
So she said,
But
I want to
it's
use
14.
the song, and I want to use the guys that did it live on the show. So we hooked everybody up, so we're all going to appear that morning, and then that evening at a popular blues club called Savannah's in Westlake, Ohio.
And then the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is contacting me to work on doing Guitar Not Guns there. They don't want to work, they don't want to use the old guy in Georgia. They want me to get the thing started, so.
Good.
I know enough people there that, can make it happen.
Hoop for president.
Okay,
Yeah?
sure.
So wait, Hoop, before you go.
Okay, you need to know about another
Yeah, because you're talking all squeaky clean and stuff.
So there was a time when I was playing music, and we would play, and we'd play, like, we start a set, and we wouldn't take a break for about an hour and a half. And then we would drink or smoke or whatever, and then we'd come in and smash our equipment.
Right.
And I decided, what if I put acid in some of the guys' beers?
So you roofied them?
They were tripping within an hour.
Tripped up.
Were they scared or happy?
They had no idea what was going on. But, you know
Best
what?
music I've ever
No,
heard.
because we were doing the music.
It's the
and
colors.
We knew our stuff so well. I mean, we were really good.
Oh, shit.
And they were just tripping their ass off. And we got done, and they were like
Still
doing
tripping.
strange, but they all got high at some point in their life. So they just
So
thought it was,
it's okay.
well, they were used to having
It's
marijuana
totally
or
fine.
getting drunk. But the thing with the, going like this,
That beer was amazing.
we couldn't tear down our equipment.
Wait, why didn't it work this time? Did you ever tell them?
Oh yeah, I told them.
And were they happy or mad?
A couple of the guys were really upset. Yeah.
Did they whip your ass?
No. But they were very upset. Yeah, they were very upset. So that's a true thing to happen. Yeah.
Wow, Hoop, you never know. And what's your website?
Boy. Okay.
gngny.org.
Thanks. That's
Is that right too? Yeah.
it. Well, Ru is vice president of Guitar Not Guns, everybody, and she's the one who got the money going to get this thing off the ground in New York. So.
Thank you. Well, it's a
And
wonderful.
Alan helped. We got together at the first fundraiser we had.
That's right,
Brought his
yeah.
band and played.
The Art
which was
Bar.
great.
And
Yeah.
I did nothing, so don't worry about it.
And she was and Caroline was host. She was great. So it was a good start. And
Family effort.
so we'll do more later on this year.
Sounds good.
And then I'll just wait for this song that's going to be as popular as, well, probably won't be as popular as I Love Rock and Roll, but
You never know.
you never know.
You never know. Right, exactly. Well, thank you so much as always. It's always a pleasure. You want to push a button?
Great seeing you.
Oh, God. I can't do that bad one.
Good one. Yeah. That one. That's a good one. There you go.
Cash register.
Yeah, I like that. Thank you. We will be back. We got more.